Yes, yes, yes. Let's see if this thing is open. I don't know. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live? All right, cool. Yes, yes, yes. We are live. We are live. Let's get it. How to level up as a trader, as a day trader in 2025. Okay. Shout out to you guys that's watching that replay. We're going to talk about how to level up, and also we're going to basically go over your charts. So send me your charts. Send it to me, guys. All right. Send me your charts. So let me read the chat. While I'm reading chat, shout out to you guys. While I'm reading chat, let me just basically, the first way to level up, guys, all right, as a trader, is you have to understand repetition. Okay? You have to understand it. Now, I'm trying to see what's good with this chat. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, there you go. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Do I have a mic clear, guys? You guys can hear me?
Everything that happens in here stays in here.
You guys can hear me? You guys can hear me? All right. I think you guys can hear me. All right, how to level up. Okay? Basically, repetition, guys. Your brain is like a computer, right? And you have to understand, anytime you take in new information, your brain is not going to download all the information at once. This is why when you read a book, if you go back again and read that book again, you're going to start to see or realize, wow, I didn't catch that the first time I read it, right? It's because your brain needs time to download information. It's just literally just like a computer. The more information you take in, the longer it is going to take to download. So if I show you how to tie your shoe, you can probably learn that in 5 minutes. But if I show you, how to basically build an empire, it's going to take you a minute. It's going to basically take you a minute. So understand that becoming a day trader in 2025, you have to understand, when you getting in all this new information, your brain has to download it. This is why you literally have to watch a video more than once. You literally have to go over your trades, see why you are losing, why you're winning. You have to, journal. You have to just keep on repeating the same thing over and over and over. This is how that downloading, right, is going to basically go inside your brain. And then all of a sudden, you are going to basically just start to remember. Everything's going to start to become second nature. Shout to everybody that's watching this. Guys, if you have any questions, put it in the chat room, and also send me your charts. Any trades that you want me to see. Maybe it could be a loss, it could be a winner. Send it to me, but it has to be TradingView link. Okay, so send it to me in the chat. We're gonna go over your trades, and we're gonna basically look through these trades together. So send me your charts. Let me see what you got going on, so we can look at these charts. All right. Now, the second thing you need to do when it comes to leveling up in 2025, guys, is making less mistakes, all right? So the thing about, making mistakes is we all going to make mistakes. But when you are starting off, when it comes to day trading, most likely you have a small account, right? So if you have a small account, we can't make a lot of mistakes. we have to make less mistakes. So how do we make less mistakes? Well, man, you got to treat your demo like it's a real account. You know, stop trying to go live right away. I know a lot of, gurus online would tell you, oh, demo is whack. Don't do demo. And, to me, demo is all about practicing. Right? So you have to make less mistakes. Another way to make less mistakes is when you make a mistake, you have to correct that mistake immediately, okay? So you do something, you correct it immediately so you won't make that mistake again. We do not want to build a lot of bad habits in the beginning because it's gonna make us make a lot of mistakes. So we have to make less mistakes, especially if you have a small account, guys. If you have a small account, right, you have to make less mistakes, right? So if you guys have any questions, type it in. Also, if you have a trade that you want me to look at, send in your charts, right? Send in your charts. We want to look at your trades. It doesn't matter if it's a winner or a loser. Don't be shy. Send a chart, and we can look at the chart. We can go over the trade. We can say, why I was a loser or why I feel like, that trade didn't work out. But if you have any questions too, put it in the chat room. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. Someone said the same room is allowed. Yeah, is it echo? Let me see. Do I have a mic clear, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Everything that happens in here
Is it echo? Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second.
stays in here.
That's crazy. You guys can hear me? Is it echo? Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. If you guys have any questions, type it in. Also, if you have... let me see. Echo. Let me see if I can fix this thing, man. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I see. I think I see what's going on. Sheesh. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. While I'm fixing this echo, let me see if I can send in your questions, guys. I'm trying to figure out where's the echo. Let me see. Echo testing 1 2 3. While I'm fixing this echo, let me see if I can send in your questions, guys. I'm trying to figure out where's the echo. Let me see. Echo testing 1 2 3. I don't know. I don't think it's echo right now. Is it echo right now? Let me know. Sounds clear to me. All right. All right. Cool. So, guys, send in your questions. Send in your charts. Let me see if I see any questions so far. Shout out to everybody that's here. Mark, Ryder. Shout out to everybody. Let me see. Bank Move said, I lost this trade yesterday, but everything seems on point. All right, so send me your trading view link. You lost a trade, send me your trading view link. We can go over the trade. Let's see if it's, something that you did wrong. Anybody that has a trade, I don't care if it's a winner, I don't care if it's a loser, send me the trade, Give me a trading view link, though. I need a trading view link. How you guys did today? Nasdaq was good to me today. Nasdaq was good to me today. That is a link. What? I don't see a link. I'm bugging out. I don't see no link. Bank moves. You said you put in a link. Put a link in the chat room. I don't see no link. What broker I use? I use AMP Futures. Someone asked me, is reading the news very important when it comes to day trading? That's a good question. Good question. So, is reading the news important? And the answer is no, not for a day trader. Not for a day trader, because a day trader, the thing about news is it's a lot of times the news is baked into the charts, and also sometimes the news has a delay. So you would see, let's say for example, earnings comes out, right? And it's good news. As soon as the news comes out, boom, the market the stock goes down. Why is that? If the news, if it's good news, why is the stock going down? It's because a lot of times the news is late. Okay, the news is late. So as a trader, we not really try to predict anything. We want to basically either wait till the news come out before and then take a trade, or if you see a setup before the news, you can take it. But the news itself is not something that we need as a trader. It doesn't really help us that much. Now, if you're a swing trader, maybe, maybe. But for the most part, it doesn't really help us that much. Now, let's say the news is actually going with your bias when it comes to your technical analysis, right? Let's say you had a bearish bias, and for some reason, the news is kind of suspect. You could say, wow, the news is suspect and the chart looks bearish. Yeah, it's time to go. So that's about it. But for the most part, no. All right, let's go over these counts. Can you send links? Maybe, I don't know. Can you send links in the chat room? I'm not even too sure. I think so, yeah. You can send links in the chat room, right? Does YouTube allow you to send links in the chat room? Okay, so he said he sent a link millions of times. How can we basically, hold on, let me see. So YouTube is not allowing you to send links. That's weird. Hold on, guys, hold on. Okay, so he said he sent a link millions of times. All right, so we're gonna figure out if somebody in the chat room, if you guys have an idea on how you can send me a link, let me know. Because I really don't have an idea. How can you send me a link? So I can look at your charts. You guys have an idea? Telegram, no, I don't have. I mean, I have a Telegram, but it's not open. It's not like you can basically. Hold on, guys. I got to figure out how you can send me links. That's crazy. Because basically that was one of the reasons why I went live too today. But we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna basically figure this out. I gotta either I gotta basically let you email it to me or what. But we're gonna figure this out. Trust me. While we figuring this out, I'm gonna answer some questions. All right. All right. Let's get it. Let's answer some questions now. All right. Why I'm negative when I buy option on Robinhood? I need a little bit more, more detail than that. I don't know exactly what you mean by why you're negative. Somebody said, what about a screenshot? Yeah, but I still needed to post it on. I need you to send me a link so I can just basically let everybody see the setup, Hold on, I'm trying to figure. Don't worry, I'm gonna figure it out right now. But while we figuring this stuff out, I'm just gonna read some questions. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my email. I think that's the only way. I think I'm gonna create an email just for that. Hold on. So I'm gonna answer some questions and then I'm gonna create an email just for these guys can send me your TradingView links. The best in the game, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yo, bro, love the way you trade. Made me grow as a trader. Shout out to you, man. Um, that's I'm glad he said that because I was um I was at the airport recently, and basically someone was like, "Yo," first he was looking at me, so I wasn't too sure, like what was going on. And so he recognized me. He's like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" Right? And then he was basically going detail on trading, and basically he said he'd been trading for 3 to 4 years, and he said for going on, he said 6 to 7 months he'd been profitable. And he was like, "Yo, bro, I've been watching your videos." And he showed me his phone. He was like, "Yo, bro, I was just watching your short just right now." He was like, "Yo, bro, you don't understand how much your videos help me," right? And hearing that in person is different, bro. Like, it's different. I can tell he was genuine because the way he was, like, you could tell when somebody's, capping. Like, he was just like, bro, he was like, it was just like he was pouring out his heart. He was like, "Yo, bro, you don't understand. Your videos are helping me out a lot, bro." So shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I mean, in any way, I don't care how I can help you guys. It doesn't even have to be me. It doesn't have to be in a way where you're trading exactly like me. You might just watch my videos just because I might motivate you to just keep going, or you might watch my videos because you like the way I trade. So it could be so many different angles. The reason why you watch my videos. But shout out to you guys that's watching this. Let me read some more questions. While I'm reading some questions, I'm gonna basically go over. I'm gonna create an email so we can send these TradingView links. Let me see if I see another picture. Someone said, did I go take a short today or long? We go over that. I actually took a long. I'm going to go over it. Just give me a second. I'm trying to create this email so we can go over some charts, because that was one of the reasons why I actually went live too. All right. So let me see any questions here. All right. While I'm creating this email, let's go over the trade, because people keep on asking me about the trade. So, all right, let me see if basically you guys gonna see it. I've been trying to come out with a video, so I don't want to go too much in detail. But NASDAQ today, right? 5-minute chart. Okay. So here's my thought process. Okay. Now, if you look to the left, we have a gap. Now, this is not like something that I use every single day. It's just that this was a unusual gap that sometimes it happens, right? So usually when we test a gap, it's sometimes either support or vice versa. If it's going, if it's the market is going down, if it's is resistance, right? So I'm looking at this gap now. I'm looking at this gap. I don't want to take a trade, okay, at this gap. I'm just looking to see if the market is going to react at this gap, okay? Plus we have this support level right here, okay? So I'm like, all right, bet. Let's see how it reacts. So overall, it hits this, and we did a V bottom. I'm not looking for shorts no more. Straight up, I'm not looking for shorts. Okay, if you followed my last video, you know that, this looks like the market is bullish now. We broke a trend line. We at support. So I basically just took a breakout, okay, right here, and that was my trade. Okay. Ben, question, why do you prefer micros positions versus a mini? That's a great question. Okay, so let me answer that while I create this email. Right? So, now, the micros, okay, gives me, now eventually I might have to go to the minis, but right now, the micro gives me an exact or close enough to the exact number that I want to risk, okay? So let's say, for example, I want to risk, I don't know, $300 on a trade. I can dial that down with the micros as close as possible. It's not going to be exactly 300, but it might be 305, 308. When I go to the minis, since the stop loss is not the same every trade, right? That means that the minis, a lot of times doesn't get me close to what I risk. So let's say, for example, the risk, a certain candle, the size is big, right? And I want to risk $300 on a trade. I might get it close to, depending on the risk, I might get it close to $400 on a trade. Sometimes it might be 450. Okay. I can't get it exactly to that 300 that I want if I wanted to risk 300, you know? But if I go to the micros, I can dial it down. Since I'm using micros, I can dial it down close to that 300. So that's why I use the micros, because when I take a trade, I kind of want to risk the same amount per trade, and I was literally trying to get it closer to that amount, and the micros give me that option. So that's why. All right, guys, we're about to be there. I'm about to make this account, right? And we are about to basically look at some charts. Now I ain't gonna lie, I gotta leave soon. But the next time we go live, it's gonna be, we're gonna definitely look at more charts, okay? Now, let me go with one more question, and then I'm gonna send that, I'm gonna send you that email right now. Range in market structure today. The echo. Sheesh. They says the echo already? Damn it, man. I'm trying to figure this echo. Let me see. Hello, testing. Testing. Oh, I think I know why the echo. Dang, son. I think I know it. Hold on. Crazy, bro. All right. Tell me now, is it an echo? I'm gonna go loud, okay? Echo, echo, ayo. Tell me it's an echo, guys. I think I found out the problem. Testing 1, 2, 3, echo. Testing 1, 2, 3, echo. All right, bet. I found the problem. It's crazy. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. All right. Let me send you that email address, right? I'm gonna send you that email address right now. So we can look at some charts. All right. Someone said, can you repeat with broker? I use AMP futures, AMP. Average loss per week. What do you mean by average loss per week? Are you meaning like how many times I lose per day, or like losing day or a losing trade? Because there's a difference, right? So for example, let me break it down. Let's say, for example, right, I'm taking a trade today. I take 2 trades. First trade was a loser. Second trade was a winner. I'm up for the day. So the daily P&L is positive. So that means that I had a winning day. But the trades during the day, I had one loser, and I had one winner. So let me know. Hello? I'm live on YouTube. It's all right, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, later. That was Mom's calling me. All right, we're gonna post this I'm gonna post the link right now. All right, here we go. Email address. Boom. There we go. Email address is in the chat room right now. Send you guys links. We're gonna look at some links. Okay? So basically today, you know, we had some problems because I didn't know that YouTube didn't allow links in the chat room. So today I really wanted for you guys to send me your charts. Okay? Because we're gonna break down your charts. I wanna see what, you know, how you're doing, why you take that trade. And I'm gonna just basically give you my opinion, like why I think maybe that trade didn't work out or why I actually love that trade, okay? So that was the whole idea, or one of the ideas, okay? We talked about how to level up in the beginning. So, you know, check the beginning of this YouTube. But basically, I put my email address in the chat room. Go email me right now. We're gonna look at some charts real quick for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap this up because I gotta go. Juicy Trade said, am I late or right on time? Well, I'm 48 minutes in. So, you know, I don't know how many, you know. All right, let me look at my email. Somebody was trying to basically. All right, in the email, guys, all right, in the email, I want you, okay, actually in the picture, okay, since I can't talk to you live, in the picture, I want you to put an arrow on where you actually enter, you know, or, you know, first you can put an arrow on the chart and you can put a timestamp like, okay, I entered 9:30, you know, a.m., whatever. So let's look at the first chart. So let's look at the first chart, guys, okay? And guys, I need you to send me the TradingView link, okay? So the first person, Ruben, try to email me again and send me the link, okay? Maybe you did. Hold on. Okay. No, that was somebody else. Ruben, send me the link. You send me a screenshot. Let me see if I can do the screenshot. I mean, nah, I can't. I don't think. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Show Ruben. Hold on. Maybe I can do the screenshot. Hold on. Let me see. But next, guys, please send me the TradingView link, all right? All right, so let's look at this trade right here, okay? This trade, basically, this person pretty much went long when I went. I don't know. See, this is why you have to put an arrow. Okay, so basically what I'm looking at is it looked like you went long when I went long, okay? But I'm not too sure because there's no arrow. But of course, this was a good trade because this is the same trade I took today, right? Remember, I explained to you guys before I even seen this picture, that was the trade I showed you guys, all right? So let me go to another trade real quick. And so to me, nothing is wrong with that trade, okay? That trade was legit. Not because I took the trade. It was just, you know, it was a trade that was straightforward. Shoot. All right. Here's another one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. What's going on here? I can't even understand what's going on. All right, guys, here's the rules. All right. Here's the rules. When you send me your chart, okay, I need it to be very specific. Put an arrow. Actually, make sure the chart is wide enough for us to see. Put an arrow, okay, where you entered. I don't really know. Like if there's no arrow, there's nothing. I don't know exactly where you entered at. All right, let me look at another chart. Let's look at another chart. All right. All right. So this chart is better. Still don't know exactly where you entered, but I'm gonna try, okay? All right. So before I even show you this, let me give you an example of how I want it, okay? Boom. Today, let's say you went long right here, this candle right here. All you had to do, go to an arrow. I don't know where's the arrows at. Let's see what's the arrow. Boom. Right here. Let's say you went long right here. You can basically now you go to the long joint. And then in the email, you can say, yo, Ben, I went long 9:15 a.m. Okay? But at least I know exactly you got in around here. Okay? Boom. All right, bet. So let's look at this. All right. So I don't know exactly when this person went short, but did you get stopped out? That's a question. Hold on. All right. Let's do this over again. Okay. In the email, okay, when you send me your link, tell me if this trade was a winner or a loser, and point out exactly when you went short, or because honestly I don't know. It looked like you got stopped out. I don't know what's going on, guys. But overall, let me see. This is US. This is JPY, USD JPY. Let's look at that chart regardless, okay? Let me see if I see anything, all right? And that was the 4 hour? What was that? Oh, that was the 1 hour, okay? So 1 hour, let's see if I can see when you went short. Okay, so it looked like it looked like around here, because I'm looking at this, it looks like a flag right here, so it looks like right here. So it looked like, yup, so you went short right here. So let's see if that was a good short. Now, all right, so overall, I'm looking at this resistance right here, okay? So the way I would look at this, I would say, okay, boom, I like this resistance right here, okay? If the market gets to this resistance, that's where I would like the short. This right here, I don't really like the short right here. We breaking out and going up, okay? So to me, the short that I like would be right here, okay? And I will see how it reacts to right here, and then I will take a possible short. But you got to be careful, because now it looks like it's consolidating a little bit. So I might not even want to take this short, Look like it's trying to break out a little bit, you feel me? So I might say, forget it, But that would be my level I will look at right here. All right, let's look at one more short, and then we're going to wrap this up. Next live, guys, we're going to get this all together. We're going to look at some more charts. We're going to basically answer some more questions, and we're going to go from there. Now, basically, while I go to some more charts, let me see if I see any more questions first. Yes, 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 let's get it. I see a lot of yes, yes, yes. All right. And I need some mods, so anybody want to be a mod, I don't even know how to put anybody a mod, but I need some mods. Anyway. Full-time trader, awesome. I love your channel, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody that loves my channel, man. Appreciate it. Yo, shout out to the haters too, man. You know, shout out to the haters too. Someone said, why don't you trade live? I do trade live. I don't know what you're talking about. Today wasn't about me. I got a video coming out, so you're going to see some live trades. This is a good question. When do you know it's time to increase position size? Okay? When do you know when it's time to increase position size? Good question. You know when you just been consistent, so you need consistency. Consistency is that thing that's going to say, all right, let me increase it. How much consistency? It could be 1 month, depending on how long you've been trading, what strategy you've been trading. It could be 2 months, 3 months. It's honestly, that's a personal question, as in how long you want to be like how long, I can't give you like a general answer. It could be 1 month, it could be 2 months, it could be 3 months. Maybe you want to wait 3 months before you size up. Maybe it could be a month before you size up. It's more a personal question, but the answer is consistency, okay? Consistency allows you to say, all right, let me size up a little bit, okay? Someone said, you have haters when, you made it when you have haters. It is what it is, man. I'm from New York, guys. I'm from New York, so. Bro, living in New York, straight, like you have to have thick skin, man. It's just what it is. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yo, the chat going crazy. Chat going crazy right now. All right. Ben, your mentorship and your courses are top notch, man. Shout out to you, Jason. Appreciate that. Somebody said, which borough are you from? I'm from Queens. I grew up in Far Rock. I lived in Brooklyn for a couple of years. That's later down the road, though. But shout out to you. You say you're from Brooklyn, man. Shout out to you. So bro. You from Brooklyn. You know the deal, bro. You know. We got to stay on point every second, bro. As soon as we step outside, we got to stay on point. So you know the deal. All right. So, let's see. One more. And we're going to wrap this up. I got to go. I ain't going to lie. Let me see. And then the charts that I didn't show today, we're going to show it next time we go live, okay? Sheesh. Hold on. All right, so let me look at this real quick. Justice, you sent me a picture, okay? But next time, make sure next time make sure you send me a TradingView link, okay? Shout out to you, man. Let's look at this real quick. All right. Man, we can't even see this one. You gotta zoom in. Gosh, sheesh. All right. So this is US Dirty. You took a short. It looks like the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. Is this today? All right, let's go to a US Dirty chart now. I don't know if that was today or what. All right, today, US Dirty. Does it look like it today? Sheesh. All right, guys, yes. Let me know the day you took the trade too, because I need details. This is going to be better next time, but I need details on when you took the trade. This looks like today, though, I think. It doesn't. Let me see. Nah, this is not today, man. Definitely not today. Let me see if I can see it. I don't know exactly when you took the trade, bro. Because the reason why I'm looking to see when you took the trade, because I want to look at the macro view to see, you know, how price was reacting. All right, we're going to go to one more and then we're going to wrap this up. Shout out to you guys, though. Appreciate it. All right, let me see. Somebody say Cranberry Heights. Shout out to you, man. Let's get it. Someone said, does I trade Forex or futures? I trade futures, NASDAQ. Love for Minnesota, man. Shout out to Minnesota. Appreciate it. Someone said the South be that way. Yeah, man. You know the deal. What's a good trading capital for the micros? Again, that's personal, but, you know, I personally like to start with 1,000 if you have that. Some people start with 500, but I like 1,000. I appreciate your videos, man. I appreciate you watching. All right, one more trade, and we're gonna wrap this up. All right, I like this one, but it still is a picture though. But at least he put the timestamp, but still a picture. Let me see. Gosh, man. Still a picture. Guys, I need a TradingView link, the link to the TradingView. If you don't know how to do it, you know, don't worry. Eventually I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, but this is NQ. All right, so you took this trade today. You took it at 2:30. It was a loss. If you made profits, rules broken, micro, okay, summary. Price came back to supply. Okay, you took a trade, it seemed, but all right, cool. Let me show you guys this trade real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Even though it's a picture, you know, I like it because he or she was very, you know, very specific. So let me try to do this. Gosh. All right. See, this is why I don't like pictures, because it's taking forever. I'm trying to basically put the picture up on the screen. So next time, guys, send the TradingView links. All right, man, I cannot get this picture up. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. It's crazy, bro. It is crazy. Sheesh. All right, we got it. All right, this is the last one, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. All right. So, he took this trade, okay? This is the trade that we're looking at right now. 5-minute chart on the NASDAQ. He said he thought he saw supply, right? He thought he saw supply. So let's look at that. Today, NASDAQ. So, I see it already, where he took the trade. So, he said he saw supply, and I'm guessing maybe around here. Okay, right there, okay. All right, so this is kind of easy. So you say you saw supply. I don't know, let me see. Because the way you're drawing your supply is right here. But, all right, so basically, it looks like you drew your supply right here, okay? And I'm not too sure if you're looking at this supply. Now, here's what I'm looking at, guys, all right? Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a market that was pretty much ranging, right? We have our bottoms, we have our tops. The reason why I wouldn't take a trade right there, here's the reason, okay? So if you just look at this and look at the range, where do we see the range? Well, we see it right here. Right here, bro, okay? This is where we have our bouncing area, okay? Now, where's the top of the range? Right here. So for me personally, let's say I wanted to take a short, I would have to wait for the price to get anywhere around here, or right here, okay? If I wanted to take a short. Now, this isn't not a bad place to take a short because you at, supply. Let's say you want the supply right here. You had resistance too right here, so that's not a bad place to take a short. But taking a short right here, you're basically at support, okay? Look at the market bouncing like crazy around here. So to me, taking that short right here, I can see why it didn't work. And we look at this, boom, we even made like triple bottoms right here, you know? So by the time you're taking it short, the market is reacting to this support level right here. So me personally, I would have to wait for it to come back to the high of the top of the range for me to say, all right, it's time to take a short. So I see your thought process. It wasn't too bad, but that's the reason why I wouldn't take that short, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this, man. We're gonna make this, we're gonna do this next time. I didn't know YouTube didn't, someone said that's not supply. And, oh, you talking about right here? Well, he marked this down. I mean, you could say this is a supply, you could. Remember, we day traders, we scalpers, man, so you could definitely say this is supply right here, yeah. You could definitely say, look at this. From here to here, look at this drop. Very aggressive, so you can say it's supply, Like, guys, we are day traders. We don't need, like, for example, most people would say, oh, this is supply because it has a lot of candles. Yes, I mean, you can say that, but we are day traders, okay? So any type of movement, literally, it can be 2 candles, 3 candles, it can react to it. Like even right here, pop, react to this. We don't really need a lot of candles. All we need is just that aggressive pop, and it pulls back to it, it can react to it, But anyway, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let me know, Someone said nuggets, man. Yeah. I'm trying to drop some gems, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. I think you could copy the, yeah, I mean, oh, I think you could copy the URL and paste it in the comments. Nah, they try that. They try to copy URL and paste it in the comment. It doesn't work. Anyway, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Told you guys later. And I'm trying to drop a video maybe Friday, so we'll see. Someone said Masterclass 3.0. I know, right? It feels like it. All right, guys. I have to go, man. I appreciate it, guys. I love your channel. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. All right. We out. Let's get it. Somebody said, when in doubt, zoom out. Yeah. Let's get it. All right.